John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. Here's Orlando Arcia. He's 2 for 2. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. At the belt and fires. Late swing, fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in game one of the NLDS. Ground ball left side down the line, and it's foul. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Contreras under it, and he's got it, and there's 2 away. And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. He's already homered here in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, and at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Arenado gets there. He's under it. Drops into the glove. And that's the 3rd out. Game one of the division series. And now Mason Wynn. Sale back to work. Breaking ball misses down and away. Bullpen action out there for the Braves. Grant Holmes getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Lee warming up as well. Tapped on the ground softly to short. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Fly ball center field. Harris hauls it in for the out. And now here is Victor Scott. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. Outside with a breaking ball. Strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 out, space is empty.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. Back here at Busch Stadium, we go to the top of the 7th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. First offering, and it just misses. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. JoJo Romero takes over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
There's the strike. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Marcell Ozuna, 1 for 3. And that one clips the corner. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the late stages of game 1. Oh, 2 now. Line to left. Gets down. Base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. They take the force out, 3rd out, and that ends the frame. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Grant Holmes.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Whips it to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Jordan Walker will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. Rips one to right. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Safe at third with a triple, his 3rd hit of the day.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands.
Hauls it in, 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's Nolan Gorman. That one outside, and it's 1-0.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
2 outs.
2-1.
Ripped to short. Arcia whips it to first. That's out number 3. We're at the top of the 8th, and the batter now, Matt Olson. On the ground, right side. And I don't know what's going on there, but he's safe at first. Here's Sean Murphy. Manager out of the dugout. New pitcher for the Cardinals, Matthew Liberatore.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. With the tying run on at first here in Game 1 of the NLDS.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, could be 2. Here's Wynn for 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now the left fielder, Brian De La Cruz. And he swings and misses, and it's nothing in 1.
0-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Liner, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Arcia in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
He's got it, and that's back here in St. Louis. Here's the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Ripped on a line. De La Cruz makes the grab, 1 down. And now it's Ivan Herrera. He's already homered in this game. Base knock, center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Ground ball right side. Throws to first. That ends the inning. 1 hit. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Late swing, foul to the left. Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move. And here's the closer to try and finish off Game 1, Ryan Helsley.
Now this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes the 1-run game better than a comfortable 3-run save opportunity because that's when he pitches his best.
Now he breaks his bat. Tosses to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Known for his late inning heroics. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And that one lifted in the air center field. Scott under this one. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. That's in there. Strike 1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
2 down, nobody on. And that one wrapped foul. Helsley 1 strike away from securing Game 1. On the ground, and this should do it. Win. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Cardinals take the series opener here at home. So the St. Louis Cardinals have jumped out to a 1-0 lead in this division series.
Yeah, and that carries a lot of weight in a 5-game series, Boog. It's huge to get an advantage right away.
Yep, a Game 2 victory will have them one step away from the LCS.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, on the other side, losing Game 1 can really sharpen that focus, man. Those guys know that they've got very little room for error at this point.
High leverage spot coming up for the big bat of Marcell Ozuna. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Scott settles underneath it. And that's the third out. And we're back. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Swing and a ball hammered. Left field. Back there. Tattooed and gone. An absolute smash to left. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Here's Nolan Gorman. One for three. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. They'll circle the bases. It's 5-1.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out? Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. One away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Hector Neris will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Pierce Johnson will take over. He's into the game with the bases empty. Thomas Sajazi next up for the Cardinals. Puts it in the air out towards left center. De La Cruz makes the grab, and there's two gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Nolan Arenado. And that one is inside ball 1.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
And it's fouled away. Ground ball, Austin Riley. Fires across the diamond, and they get Arenado. Back here in St. Louis, ready to begin the 8th. Leading off, Austin Riley. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and that's out number 1 on a tough play. Here's Matt Olson. Late with the swing there. The Braves down by 4 here in Game 2 of the NLDS. And that's in the dirt. Stays alive. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now in for the Braves, Orlando Arcia. Foul ball. Right side, Gorman. Fires over to first. And that is the 3rd out. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Dylan Lee. Here's a rocket out to left. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. And that drops in for a strike. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
2 down, base is empty. Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of Game 2. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Misses. Now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. And that is that. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. Mate. New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Trent Thornton.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That one ripped. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Popped up. Sajazi hauls it in, and there's one away. He's 2 outs away. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Baldwin, the runner at second with one away. And he hits a ground ball right side. Gorman throws on to first. Braves down to their final out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Ground ball, and this should do it. Sajazi. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Cardinals take the first 2 games of this series. So the St. Louis Cardinals carry their momentum over from game 1 to take a 2-0 lead in this division series.
They're knocking on the door of the LCS now, and I don't think they'll be doing a lot of tinkering before game 3, the way things have been going.
Across the diamond, though, we may see a lot of changes to the lineup card as they face elimination in game 3.
Yeah, they have to do something to shake things up, Boog, that's for sure.
One down. Matt Olson up to the plate. 1 for 2. Ground ball right side. Sneaks through, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. You'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start.
Off balance feed, there's one. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play. New inning getting started. So now it's Nolan Arenado. Holmes back to work. Just missed. Action in the pen down there. Dylan Lee preparing to come on if needed. Neris also throwing. The next offering misses. 2 balls, no strikes. And another ball. That's to third. Riley fires to first. First out in the top of the 8th. And now it's Ivan Herrera. Outside low. 1-0. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on here in game 3 of the NLDS. Check swing. He went 0-2 now.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Get them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
And that's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key.
Throw on to Olsen. That ends the frame. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Ryan Helsley.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. You know, these Braves, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners, and you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
And down on strikes he goes. 1 away. Here's Orlando Arcia. He's already homered here in this one. There's a swing and a drive. Back there. Forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 3-2. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Harris in the box now. Takes strike 1. Right side, hard hit. And he handles it himself for the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Profar stands in now and watches strike 1. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one back. Gone. And to the deepest part of the park. It's their second home run of the inning, and we are starting over. It's 3-3. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
No ball. 1 strike.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And the slider just misses.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 down, nobody on. Got him swinging.
Just a bit outside.
But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Raisel Iglesias.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
On the ground, right side. It's through for a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Runner takes off. Strike in there. And safe. It's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. This one belted. Deep left field. On its way. Gone. Wilson Contreras blasts one out. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 5-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away. With making a mistake like that, and right there he made him pay.
Here's Nolan Gorman. Just missed. Iglesias, a righty that throws with power. He features a changeup, a four-seamer, a slider, and he works in a sinker. And that drops in for a strike. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Dylan Lee, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Neris getting loose as well. And a base hit right there.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Man at first. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
1-0.
Breaking ball misses down and away. In the dirt, but kept close. Here's a 2-0. That's to third, and that chance handled. There's one, and it's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
2 outs, base is empty. Thomas Sajazi next up for the Cardinals. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. 2 runs for St. Louis on this blast. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Back here in Atlanta, so bottom of the 9th. Now Marcell Ozuna. They hand the ball over to a new arm, JoJo Romero.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Little chopper rolls foul. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Gorman makes the catch. One up, one down.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Albies in the box now. No balls and a strike. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. The Braves down by a pair here in the late stages of Game 3. Hit on the ground to short. Sajazi gets it to first, and Albies is retired. The Braves down to their last out. Here is Matt Olson. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Scott going back. And that one's gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 5-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Riley in the box now. Takes strike 1. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. That one hops against the fence. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away.
He was all over that one. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
So the tying run at second.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Romero is just 1 strike away. And a ground ball to first. And the St. Louis Cardinals are 1 step closer. They'll move on to the National League Championship Series.
You win a National League Division Series, you can breathe a little bit as the next one will stretch out to possibly 7 games. I'm sure they don't want to take it that far, but they're just going to be happy to get there. Congratulations.
So the St. Louis Cardinals are on their way to the League Championship Series, Singy.
And they did it in the most dominant way possible. And they're heading into the next round full of confidence, showing they're a force to be reckoned with here in October.
But you've got to feel for a team that's been all year battling for a spot in the postseason, only to see it come to an end in a first-round sweep.
Yeah, things happen at high speed at this stage of the year, Boog. I mean, a series can get away from you in a hurry, and that was really the case for them in this one.